This is our 2003 GMC Savanna. We were able to build it out from start to finish for under $3,000.
Our goal was to build a budget-friendly rig without compromising on functionality or aesthetics.
The cargo space on this van is 10 foot long and only 4.5 foot tall. And even with that limited space, we were able to pack in the essentials.
We bought this van with the intention of building it out to be a rental van.
It's our second summer here in Alaska renting it out, and so far everyone's loved it.
However, there are some things we learned while building this out that we wish we had done differently. We'll touch on those during the tour video.
Let's dive in.
Right when you open the doors, the first thing you see is our kitchen. I have to say I love our plumbing setup because it is so insanely simple while still being homey and efficient. This 5-gallon jug is all of our fresh water, which lasts a surprisingly long time. When it empties, we can easily unlock the bungee, slide it out, and fill it up with fresh drinking water. As a side note, it's way easier to find places to fill up these blue jugs than an entire RV water tank. We then purchased a $20 faucet pump that's designed to sit on top of those blue jugs, and we mounted it directly to the countertop instead. This acts as both our faucet and water pump, and it's rechargeable, so we made sure to install a USB outlet close by.
We don't have a gray tank on board. Instead, we installed this waterless P-trap right here. It acts as a one-way check valve, lets water out, and it keeps the bugs from coming in. We have it plumbed so the water drains straight out of a hole in the bottom of our van. With that in mind, we do have 100% biodegradable soap in our soap dispenser. I like having a mounted soap dispenser. It keeps one less thing from rattling around while we drive. Also, if you notice, there is this ratcheting paper towel holder. The ratcheting mechanism keeps it from unraveling while we drive.
The countertop is made of plywood with an epoxy foam marbling. To be honest, this was our first time ever doing an epoxy marbling, and I don't love how it turned out. We went a little crazy with the lines, but it is waterproof, food safe, and good enough for us. Just below me, we have our chest style fridge. It slides out here on this little rug. We love this brand because it is so cheap compared to what you normally find online, but they are stout little machines. We've used these in 4 different van builds and they have lasted years. They do have bigger sizes. The volume of this one is just 8 gallons, but you'd be surprised how much it holds. We have it on this cute little rug so we can slide it in and out without scratching the floor. It also saves us from having to install drawer slides.
With this van being little over 5 foot wide, it wasn't an option to have the bed go side to side. If we had it permanently mounted lengthwise, it would eat up 70% of the van. We love this bed design because it allows us space during the day when we're in the van, and at night it pulls into a full-size bed. Beneath the bedding is a 6-inch trifold mattress that we got on Amazon, and we'll link that in the description. These alternating slats is what makes this bed design possible. Building this bed took quite a bit of trial and error, so stay tuned because in the next build we found a way to make the same exact bed stronger, more efficient, and even more user-friendly.
Above the bed area, we have these cute little bulb lights. They do function great for an accent light, as well as I think it really helps add like a cutesy aesthetic feeling to the van. Just below the accent light switch, we have a USB outlet on either side of the bed. This makes for easy phone charging at night. On that same note, we installed these mirrors. I think it does wonders in making the van feel boho and homey, as well as it serves a double purpose. Since there are no visor mirrors up front, this is the only option to check your hair or touch up your makeup, making it both cute and functional.
When it comes to heating and cooling, up top we have a fan to allow the airflow in, and down below we have the heater. This is a generic Chinese diesel heater. We installed this to warm up, so whether you're jumping in a glacier lake or you're hiking in the rain, this is great for cranking up the heat and getting the van toasty warm. Side note, we have used the name brand diesel and gasoline heaters. Despite costing over $1,000, it gave us endless problems, and their customer support and repair technicians were almost non-existent in the US. On the other hand, these Chinese diesel heaters are amazing. They can run 36 hours on 1 gallon of fuel. And because they're a good product and they're so cheap, there's tons of Facebook pages, Reddit forums, and you can find lots of videos on YouTube on how to install them and make this process simple. There weren't near as many resources when it came to the name brand.
From here over are just wheel wells, so there's not a lot we can do with that space. But we did have this little corner pocket that we made a book nook. We made it just the right size to allow a notebook to fit in there. But while we're renting it out, we just put a couple Alaska tourism books as well as our van manual. On the door, we installed 2 foldable hooks. This is perfect for things like swimsuits, raincoats, or wet towels. It hangs right over this step that's meant to handle the water and mud from outside, so it's a perfect spot for things to drip into. That's everything for this section of the van, so we'll take you around back.
On the back, we installed this 5-liter diesel tank for our heater. It works, but on the next build, we won't be installing externally. It was way too much of a pain to route the fuel line through the frame like we did on this one.
For our garage space, it's about 14 inches tall, which is perfect for most luggage as well as some totes. On this side, we have our essentials like our jumper cables and our jack. You can also see our heater in the back. On this side, we have all things electrical.
This battery is 100% solar powered, which is great for summers in Alaska with near 24-hour sun. Right next to the charge controller, we have our fuse block. If a fuse is blown, the light right next to it lights up and we know that it needs a new fuse. We'll link this and any of the other items we've used in this build in the description of this video. That's it for this van. What do you think?
As we mentioned a couple times during this van tour video, we are going to be building out another van very similar, almost identical to this van with all the upgrades and tweaks that we learned along the way while building this guy out.
We already purchased the next van and we will be doing the whole build process mostly on YouTube Shorts, so stay tuned.
Let us know if you have any thoughts or questions in the comments.
Thanks for watching.
We'll catch you on the next build.